Hi guys, good morning, happy Tuesday. I figured today would be a good day to do a what I eat in a day on keto because I told you guys in my last video, you guys haven't seen it yet, but you will see it before this video, that I am back on the low carb keto world diet. Before we even get into it, people have a very big opinion on keto. I am not telling you what to eat, I am just telling you what I eat. That's it. It's very simple. So some of these could be like modified and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm eating today. I do have a work day today, so I'm basically gonna show you guys what I eat on like a work day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's 10:18 right now, and I'm about to make my first meal. And the reason that I am is because I'm leaving to work and I am pretty hungry right now. Like I want to eat something right now, so I'm gonna make a very simple breakfast. I'm literally just gonna make scrambled eggs with turkey bacon. That's it. And I'm eating a Colby Jack cheese stick just to hold me over. I took out chicken for dinner and I need that to defrost, so I have it right here. This is the Trader Joe's all natural chicken. Okay, so my turkey bacon is basically done. On the keto or low carb diet, a lot of people like to do regular bacon because it's really high in fat, but I don't really eat bacon like that. I just prefer turkey bacon. I like it more. It's not as greasy. We're eating on a paper plate today, mainly because I need to go, I need to jump in the shower and leave ASAP. So there I got my 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and I'm just going to spray here. I know also a lot of people do lots of butter on the keto diet, and I do cook with butter every once in a while, but I don't like to do it so much because overall butter isn't something that's like super good for you. Obviously you're using Kerrygold butter, which is grass-fed butter during keto. With things like that that are high in fat, they say, I'm not like an expert, but they say that if you have fat that you want to lose, you shouldn't be eating a ton of fat. The whole way that keto works is just by like depleting your carbs, like lowering your carb intake. So that's what I focus on more than like eating a ton of cheese, a ton of oils, a ton of butter, heavy cream. I prefer not to do that because there's dirty keto and there's clean keto. And clean keto, you're not eating all that stuff. Like, yes, you can eat cheese, yes, you can eat butter and stuff like that, but if you're doing dirty keto like thrives off of really buttery, really cheesy food, and I just prefer not to do that because I'm trying to eat well overall, not just keto, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna use this one. This is my favorite seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's onion salt, and it has like chives and really good stuff inside of it. So just gonna sprinkle this on top, and then I'm also going to put a very small amount of the unexpected shredded cheddar cheese from Trader Joe's. This is what the thing looks like. If it would freaking load. There we go. It's 1 gram of carb and basically a gram of dietary fiber. So it's basically 0 grams of carbs. So this whole breakfast is kind of like a no carb breakfast. So it's funny because a lot of people eat low carb without even realizing it. I don't like my stuff too cheesy. All right, so here's my breakfast. Extremely simple, obviously. Like, this is not rocket science. This is a 0 carb breakfast. So I'm gonna do a little bit of sriracha, and it says the total grams of carbs is less than a gram. So this is probably what has the most carbs, if not the spinach. And I'm just putting a little sprinkle, and I'm drinking it with water. I know this is so extra, but I had water left over from last night in that cup, so I just refilled it. This is basically my first meal on a full day of eating keto. Scrambled eggs, 2 eggs with a handful of spinach, a little sprinkle of the cheddar cheese, and 2 pieces of turkey bacon with some sriracha. So I'm just gonna eat this. I'm not having coffee at home because I'm actually leaving to work and I'm gonna stop at Starbucks. So I'll show you guys what I get at Starbucks. Hey guys, so I'm here at work. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, but I stopped at Starbucks and I got a coffee, and this is normally my regular order. I'm an iced coffee drinker. It's very rare that I drink hot coffee unless I'm freezing, and I live in Florida, so that's never. So my order is a grande cold brew, and I get sugar-free vanilla and light heavy cream because I don't like a lot of cream in my coffee. Like the cream makes your coffee really light very like easily, like you don't need a lot. So that is what I'm drinking. I'm working right now, so I'm just super busy getting stuff done. I did bring these with me. These are everything but the bagel nuts, and these are almonds and cashews. I get these at Trader Joe's, and these are 6 grams of carbs with 2 grams of dietary fiber. So they're 4 grams of carbs for 1/4 a cup, and I normally don't eat that many because that's a lot like of nuts. I usually just like eat like 4 or 5 of them. And I bought a bottle of water, and I also have lunch in there in the fridge. I brought leftovers from yesterday, so it was a black bean pasta, and the black bean pasta I think was like 7 grams of carbs, turkey meat with red sauce. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat that, but I brought it anyway just in case. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some work done, do what I gotta do, drink water. Actually need to bring it out so I know to drink it. Drink my water, and then if I do eat, I'll end up showing you guys what I eat. Hey guys, so I've been snacking on my almonds, cashews, whatever they are, the little nut mix. I've been snacking on those while I drive because I am on my way now to run some errands. I need to get a new phone. My phone is acting up completely. I never have storage. I don't understand. I barely have photos on my phone. I barely have videos on my phone. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff on my phone, and I use my phone for my business, and I can't access anything. So I'm about to go to AT&T and either see what's going on or end up just getting a new phone with more storage because I have nothing in my phone. Like, I have the 64 gig, and granted, I know 64 gigs isn't a lot, but for the amount, I have like 700 pictures. I know people that have like 20,000 photos. So I've just been snacking on the nuts, drinking my water. I didn't end up eating the pasta because I just wasn't super hungry for it yet, which I'll probably end up eating it when I get home, depending on how long this takes. And it's also voting day. I encourage you guys to vote if you have not. I voted random, but if you're in Florida, make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. Today was the primary elections, which is like the sheriffs, the judges. I look insane. I'm about to make dinner. I don't exactly know what I'm going to make. I just know that I'm gonna make chicken. Tyler just told me to make him white rice, chicken, and broccoli. He loves that. I haven't eaten since the breakfast that I showed you guys. I was gonna eat the pasta, but I wasn't super hungry, and then by the time I got super hungry, it was already like 6 o'clock, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait until dinner. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to make with these chicken breasts. All right guys, so I'm here seasoning my chicken, and it looks super red because I put a ton of paprika in here. All that's in here is paprika and onion salt that I buy from Trader Joe's. This is it right here. That's all that's in here right now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do still. I have not decided. I think honestly that I'm gonna do loaded tostones de pana because it's easy, it's super delicious. Oops. It's super delicious, it's satisfying, it's filling. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I've already filmed this I think like 3 times, but I don't know if I've ever done it with chicken, so I'm just gonna, whatever, that's what you're gonna get today because that's really what I'm eating. So I'll show you guys along the way. Okay, so I think I'm going to do onion and pepper. For my peppers, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to cook them or what I want to do, but you have to be careful with the amount that you do. Onions and peppers aren't specifically like keto vegetables because they're higher in carbs, but I would rather get my carbs from vegetables than from like sugar or things like that. So I have a piece of red pepper, and then I'm gonna do red onion. I don't know why they call this red because this is purple. Whatever. I'm gonna do a little bit of the onion, not too much, because red onion is very like pungent. I love it, but I think I'm just gonna cook it all together so I can get all the juice. This is what it's gonna look like. It's the chicken, the seasonings, olive oil, and the vegetables. I already have Tyler's rice going here, and I'm going to get ready to start cooking this for my pana. This is the pana that I have. I either use this one or the Goya one. I talk about these all the time. This is basically like a dupe for eating plantains. 7 grams of carbs with 1 gram of dietary fiber. So there's 6 grams of carbs for 3 pieces, which is incredible. Usually tostones for one full plantain. It's, I think, like 40 grams of carbs. These taste exactly like plátanos. I have eaten this even before being on any sort of low carb diet, and they're just delicious. Everyone I know that tries them ends up loving them. So these are the ones that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna do 3 of them. I'm just gonna keep them frozen until I'm ready to use them. I wanna cook the chicken first, and then I'll show you guys what I put as the toppings. So on my tostones today, sorry, Tyler's serving the cat's food. On my tostones, this is what I'm gonna put. I cut up a little bit of jalapeno. I have some green onions, some taco shredded cheese. This is 1 gram of carbs for 1/4 cup. I am definitely not using that much. I'm gonna use my favorite hot sauce, which is the habanero hot sauce from Trader Joe's. 0 grams of carbs. I'm gonna use this aioli, which is less than 1 gram of carbs, so 0 grams of carbs. And then I'm going to use this that is 1 gram of carbs. It's like a salsa verde sauce. So I'm gonna use that, top it with this, sprinkle some cheese. I will show you guys what it ends up looking like. Okay, so when I shred my chicken, I literally just take 2 forks and I hold 1 piece of the chicken and I just pull. So that, is that considered like pulled chicken? Is that like the same concept?
No.
No? But yeah, I just shred the chicken. I love shredded chicken. It's literally my favorite way to eat chicken. Like anytime I eat like Mexican styled food, I always like my chicken super shredded. So I have 2 chicken tenderloins and I'm just shredding them. I might add 1 more depending on my, like how heavy. I think I'm gonna add another one because I don't have many toppings. Okay, so I am putting avocado oil in this pan, and then in this bag, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tostones. I'm actually gonna do 4 because usually at the end of the bag is all the small pieces. Like normally they're massive. This is pretty small for what's normally in there. So I'm gonna do 4 of them. 4 of them is 8 grams of carbs, and since I have not eaten aside from breakfast, and all I had for breakfast was the scrambled eggs and the bacon, that's like literally I've had no carbs today. So I can afford all of these. So I'm gonna do 4 tostones. I'm waiting for this to get super hot. You wanna make sure that the oil is very, 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 very hot, because if not, the tostones will soak up the oil and they'll get kind of soggy. So you wanna make sure that this is like piping hot when you put them in. Okay, so I added another one because these are honestly tiny. Like they don't look very small, but if I open up a new bag, the big ones, or like the brand new ones, are normally like the size of my hand. I'm not even exaggerating. And like this one is tiny, this one is tiny. So I just did a total of 5. So that's like 10 grams of carbs, whatever. Again, I barely had anything today, so I'm pretty sure I've had about like 7 grams of carbs total, so I can fit this in my dinner. First, I'm gonna put a little squirt of the salsa verde, just so that the chicken has something to stick to. Then I'm going to put the chicken on top. And yes, we're eating on paper plates today because Tyler just washed dishes, so we're helping him out. I'm going in with my jalapenos. If you don't like spicy food, then don't do this, but I love spicy. Then I'm going in with some of this cheese, taco cheese that I mentioned earlier. It says 1/4 cup is, I think 1 carb, and that's definitely not 1/4 cup, so we're good. Then I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna cut some of these open.
Scallions.
Scallions.
I have a feeling like your lens is dirty.
My lens is what?
Dirty.
Clean it.
Yeah, look at that big.
So clean
You're not
it.
supposed to touch that.
I don't try. It's not like I sit there and I'm like, I'm gonna touch it.
Oh yeah. Now it's actually focusing. None of that was in focus.
All right, now I'm gonna cut some green onion. I'm not gonna put too much. Probably like that. And with this type of meal, like these loaded tostones. Okay, so sorry if the quality might have changed a little bit. I'm recording now on my phone because my camera just died. When you're making something like this, like treat these as like a loaded nacho type of thing. So like whatever you want to put on them works. There's no real recipe. Whenever I'm making them, I literally just take everything that I have in the fridge and I throw it onto like the pana. So like I have the chicken and all that stuff, but you can put tomatoes, you can put peppers. Actually, just remembered that I had peppers. So I'm gonna take some of these peppers and throw them on top. Some of them are for Tyler, but he doesn't really eat them too much. So you just throw them, put whatever it is that you want on top of the tostones. So now I'm gonna take the habanero hot sauce from Trader Joe's. If you do not like spicy, and I mean like spicy, like this hot sauce is like the spiciest hot sauce that I've ever tried in my entire life. Like it is real spicy. And then I'm putting on this harissa. I don't even know how this is pronounced. I don't know exactly what this tastes like. I've never had this, but it smells really delicious and it is 0 grams of carbs. So I'm just gonna take this and drizzle it on top, and that is basically it. So I forgot to film an outro, so here's my outro. I hope you guys enjoyed my what I eat in a day on keto. If you guys want me to do more, I'll do more with like different receipts. So I'll see you guys in the next video.